Hi guys, so today what we're going to talk about is how to start your seeds. And the first thing you want to do is just check the back of your seed packet. It gives a lot of information, but one of the most important things is to check if you can sow your seeds directly into the soil. Corn, you usually do that, or if you can start them in small pots and create seedlings that you can transplant into your garden at a later time. So one thing or two things that you really need to think about when you're starting your seeds is that your seeds need, in order to germinate, both warmth and moisture. So there are a lot of different ways that you can do this. This is kind of a setup that I like to use. It's by a company called Koram, which is Koram, and I like that I can grow 6 seedlings. It comes in has the tray on the bottom to catch the water, and then the most important thing is this lid. And what this lid does is it creates kind of a mini greenhouse effect, and that just allows your seeds to stay warm and also retains a lot of the moisture. So this is one of my favorites. Other ways that you can do this, where you can kind of get super creative and resourceful, is you can take something like these mini loaf tins, and I just took a screwdriver and I poked some holes in the bottom for drainage, and then I'm using the lid to create that greenhouse effect. Something that we're trying is, in light of all the news about the shortage of toilet paper, what you can do, Olive, it's okay, what you can do with your toilet paper tubes. So you can actually create a seedling pot with this, and then what you can do is you can take your seedling pot, once your plant begins to grow, you can directly transplant it into another pot or into your garden. And the cardboard is biodegradable, so it'll eventually just turn into compost within your soil. So to make these, you want to take a toilet paper tube or a paper towel tube that you've cut into thirds, and you cut 4 slits. And then from there, you're going to take each of those slits and you're going to cut it in half. Can you see? I hope you can see that. And then once you've done that, let me take one that I've done. You make folds, and then you fold it almost as if you would like a cardboard box. And then you can see how I folded it on the bottom, and then there's a hole for drainage. I'm going to put my soil and plant my seeds and then just let it grow. And then you can take an old plastic water bottle. We don't have any of those, but I do have this old bottle for my contact lens solution. And you can even use this. Take your pot, fill it with your soil, plant your seed, and you can create something like this and make your own greenhouse effect. So lots of ways to get creative. And one other thing I'll show you that you can do is you can also make little seedling pots with eggshells. You just have to poke a hole in the bottom so that it can drain. You could do a whole dozen of them. And the same idea, where you can take this small pot, transplant it into a larger pot, or just transplant it into your garden. And the cool thing about this is they're also biodegradable and will dissolve into your soil. And eggshells have calcium, and calcium is really good. Just as calcium is good for us and our structure, it's good for the strength and the structure of the plant. So that's an idea as well. So now that you know what you're going to start your seeds in, you have to think about your soil. We always use a seed starting soil, and I know you can make your own seed starting soil with the coconut coir, and I think it's perlite and vermiculite and peat moss, but we just buy a seed starter soil mix. And the reason that you want to use seed starter soil is because some of those seeds that are really small, that are going to have really fragile leaves, if you use a really dense soil that has small sticks or other debris, those sprouts aren't going to be able to push their way out of the surface. So you get your soil, but one thing though, if you don't have seed starter soil, it's not a big deal. Don't let that stop you. You can just get other soil from a garden bed or around some vegetation that's around your house or in your neighborhood. So once you have your soil, you want to make sure that the soil is pretty moist, not super wet, but that you can kind of squeeze it and it sticks together. And you're just going to, I usually use like a spoon and scoop it in. You put in your soil, and then what I'm going to do is, once I do that and fill all 6 of these, I'm going to add my seeds, I'm going to bury my seeds, and then I'm going to put my cover, and then I'm going to place this by a warm window and just wait for the magic to happen. So just a couple things to look out for. If it looks like it's getting dry, then open it up and squirt it with a spray bottle to just add more moisture. And then once you actually have green that pushes out of the surface, then take off the lid so that it can get to the sunlight. And that is it. So I hope you all find this useful. Let me know if you have any questions. Lots of love to all of you. And if the weather is nice, get outside, maybe take off your shoes and get your feet in the ground and take care. So thank you so much for watching.